Welcome to my latest painting update. This week I've finished my Greek miniatures, all of them, there are no more to do, and rescued a couple of older miniatures and painted three lunatics from statuesque miniatures. Let's start with the Greek characters. In the front here there's four Bronze Age miniatures. Two of them, these two, were in the first batch I bought for my Greek project many years ago, and the two on the right were later additions. The one on the far right is a character miniature for my daughter's character in our game. So I'm pleased to have got them finished. Again, lovely figures, lots of movement, usual stuff. Let's just going to move them to one side. There we go. So this one here, this is a Planescape miniature from Raoul Partha, and it's a goat centaur woman who's not strictly Greek, but she seemed to fit, and I've kept her for so long. I thought the centaurs behind her were my oldest unpainted miniatures, but actually I've had this miniature for longer, waiting to be done and used. So I'm quite pleased that I got her done. She's a nice little piece. And then the centaurs, these are confrontation miniatures, and they're lovely. And I saw these online just after I got a computer with internet access in about 2001, 2002, and I've had them ever since, unpainted, half painted. They've sat on my painting table half painted. They're really complex figures, and they've not come out as the masterpieces I hoped they would when I first got them, but I'm quite happy with them. All the detail is in place, and let's get rid of the loose stone from the base. So everything's there. These are my centaurs, wild horsemen of the steppes. Really nice miniatures. And okay, so they're not my oldest unpainted miniatures. That's the goat centaur, but they're certainly my second oldest, and they've sat on my painting table for 10-12 years, half done, looking at me accusingly. So I'm really happy that they're done now. Continuing with my Greek theme, I rebased this Phoenix model of a satyr to be Pan. He was originally based on a big rectangle with the sheep that you see with him. They're from Gripping Beast. They're Gripping Beast sheep, all metal. So he is... Oh, let's get my hand out of the way. There we are. He's one of the really nicely sculpted Phoenix miniatures. Painted him ages ago. So he's my rescue. Him and the sheep, my rescue for this week. So he can turn up in some idyllic forest and give the players a hard time. And then, as well as him, I've got this really nice little piece from just pick up Fenris Games with the sort of cauldron of Ugh. I think this was probably designed for RuneQuest, because it's got the Greek skull in a Greek helmet. So I did it because it's got the Greek helmet on it. I did it at the same time. It'll make a nice pot for, I don't know, some witches or something. I need a sacred pool for one of my upcoming adventures. I might put it into that. I know it's not a pool. I might just change it a bit. And rather than a pool, I might make it a sacred cauldron. Anyway, so lovely piece from Fenris Games. I didn't include these in the group shot because they tend to loom over everything and dampen the atmosphere. These are resin statues from Antenna City's workshop. There's one of the Bronze Age Greeks for scale. They're suitably menacing and hooded. They're, how can I put this? They're very cheap for a start. You get £8 for 6 of them, but they're cast like that. So that's the top, which is not great, and they didn't stand up particularly well. So I've stuck them on some tiny little round bases. I was going to cut some square bases, but it's been so hot here I couldn't actually be bothered. So they're on little round ones, and they'll just stand in various dungeon alcoves and look menacing. I've got some similar looking cultists which have appeared in a few game reports and what have you, so they'll go nicely with them. Ideally, because of their backs, they would be better off being fixed against some scenery permanently, maybe either side of an archway or something, but for now they'll do as just freestanding menacing statues, a sort of counterpoint to the nice Roman statues from the last painting update. And then last up, I have 3 escaped lunatics from statuesque miniatures. I've got lots of escaped lunatics from statuesque miniatures now. These are to redress the balance, because I thought I had 6 males, so I bought 6 females, but actually I had 3 males and 3 females, so then I ended up with 9 females. So now, anyway, so now I've got some more. It never hurts to buy more statuesque miniatures. So there they are, nice little guys. They have hospital gowns, so they've got little bums hanging out the back for added realism, and they're useful for Cthulhu and what have you. And that's it for this week. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.